Disappear for 6 months and do exactly what I'm going to tell you in this video. Not only will you see financial abundance in your life, but with the goal to become financially free and to see prosperity in all areas of your life. Disappear for 6 months and do exactly what I'm about to tell you in this video. The goal is not only to see the financial abundance in your life, but to be prosperous in all aspects of your life. We have 6 months until 2024. It's you versus you. So let me tell you how to spend the next 6 months of your life in order to come back unrecognizable. And you will thank yourself later. It's crazy to think that you are only one decision away from a completely different life. And that one decision can just be the decision to get focused and go 100% in on yourself. You are here for a reason and God has a purpose for your life. It's crazy to think that you can reinvent your life at any given moment. It doesn't matter what situation you're in. It doesn't matter how old you are. As long as God is waking you up every single day, He has a plan for your life. I'm gonna be going over these 5 things that I want you to focus on for the next 6 months so you have a better chance of entering into 2024 achieving the goals that you've always wanted to achieve. Make sure you watch all the way to the end of this video and listen to all of these key points that I'm about to explain to you today. And when I say disappear, it doesn't really actually mean you have to cut all of your family and friends off, but there are always certain people or situations that you may need to cut out of your life in order for you to grow. So the number one thing that I want you to focus on for the next 6 months is resetting your mindset. If you are somebody that you're always grappling with fear-based thoughts or failure thoughts, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to combat those today. I'm someone that at the most darkest point of my life, I found light in wanting to do better for myself and to spend time focused on my future. I was personally in a sink or swim situation, and I knew that if I wanted to better myself, I was in a sink or swim situation. And at that point in time, I could either have gone on with life being depressed and just victimizing myself, but instead I chose to focus on my future, focus on myself, and made that decision. Now, 10 years later, I'm a self-made millionaire, and I'm so thankful that I'm able to not only share my story and knowledge with you guys, but help you guys to become a better version of yourself as well. Your mindset has to come first. If you're not thinking of why you want to better yourself or why you want to reach the goals that you want to reach, you're never gonna have the drive and motivation to actually get there. Otherwise, it's just gonna be actions with no real meaning or purpose behind them. The next thing you need to do is start visualizing your goals. Sometimes it's best to sit down, give yourself some time to yourself to really figure that out. What do you want out of life? What do you think God has planned for your life? During this process of you going through, writing down your goals, thinking about the things that you want to accomplish in your life, you're probably going to start experiencing failure/fear-based thoughts. You have to remind yourself every day that you are capable of anything. I am no special than anyone else. For years, I thought I was stupid. I failed out of high school, had to finish at a dropout prevention program, and I thought I wouldn't amount to anything in life. But the moment that I realized that I could choose what thoughts I want to listen to, that's when I started to develop a mindset and I'm gonna fight back with those thoughts. I want you to think about it like this. Whenever you get a failure or fear-based thought, whenever you get failure or fear thoughts, I want you to think of it like this. Imagine you have a friend that's always talking down to you, and then you have a friend that's always hyping you up. Why would you listen to the friend that's always talking down to you? When you think of it like this, of course you're gonna listen to the friend that's hyping you up. Of course you're gonna pick the winning side. So whenever I feel that coming on, like those, oh, I can't do that. Like, what am I thinking? I can't accomplish that. We all get them. The way that you think of yourself on a daily basis and the choices that you make directly affect your future. You need to do a social media detox. That means cutting off toxic people, unfollowing people that you always feel like, unfollowing negative people. If you go on your social media account of your choice, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, if you're constantly seeing people that you follow complaining or posting negative things, and it's just not a positive thing that you want to see, then it's time to just unfollow that person. Instead, start to follow people and accounts that inspire you. The Instagram algorithm will show you what you follow and like. That means if you're always liking my reels and my pictures on Instagram knows what kind of account I am. I post inspirational and uplifting content. So I post inspirational, uplifting, and business content. So they will continue to show you that same sort of content whenever you're on Instagram. This goes for TikTok and other platforms too. So if you are following a bunch of negative people, Instagram will continue to show you negative things. And what you see on a daily basis directly affects how you think. So the third thing that I want you to work on within the next 6 months is prioritizing your health. Now, this does not mean waking up early and being a gym rat. I am no gym rat. Now, this does not mean that you have to start going to a gym and like going hard and going crazy in the gym every single day and don't miss a day. No, like I'm not gonna tell you to do that because I'm definitely no gym rat. But one thing that I do is I prioritize my sleeping schedule. I go to sleep around 12 at night and I wake up whenever I feel like it. I mean, one thing that I do is I prioritize my sleep schedule. I eat clean and I'm active. I do not go to any parties. I'm never out late at a club. I do not drink any alcohol. I know you guys see some champagne in my videos sometimes, but the truth is I take one sip and I don't actually drink it. There's nothing wrong with having a drink from time to time, but alcohol in itself is poison. There's nothing beneficial about alcohol. And not only is it unhealthy for you and it has so many health effects, but it also costs a lot of money. If you are someone that is working paycheck to paycheck, there should be no reason why a cup of alcohol should ever be in your hand. But like I said, alcohol in itself is not evil, but the way that people use it, especially in the United States, alcohol in itself is not evil, but the way that people use it can have direct effects on how you think and how you live your life in general. Developing healthy habits will feed your mindset. It'll feed the way that you start viewing life in general. So number 4 is expanding I want to add something to the social media one. You have to stop comparing yourself to others. What you see on social media 9 times out of 10 is not really a truthful way. What you see on social media 9 times out of 10 is not real. You're seeing so many things and you're probably going through this process of constantly comparing yourself to other people, and that should never happen. Everybody's timing is different. God has different timings for different people, and it's okay if you are going through something hard in your life right now, and if you are going through struggles in your life right now, if you're going through something in your life right now, these trials and tribulations are now meant to push you to where you are going to be in your life. But it's up to you whether or not that's going to be down a negative or positive route, and your decisions, your choices, how you talk to yourself on a daily basis directly affects that. The next thing I want you to focus on for the next 6 months is expanding your knowledge. Have an open mind to learning and know that you can learn anything. Like I said earlier in this video, I struggled through school and I thought I wasn't capable of accomplishing anything in life. And here I am years later doing more than I ever imagined I could accomplish. But you have to be open to actually learning the knowledge first. You have to make that conscious decision that you are interested in learning about a topic. And you also have to be comfortable with learning things. You may not decide to do that specific thing. Great to actually sit there and absorb the knowledge and to learn. YouTube is your #1 tool. I personally have never bought a course. I've never paid a mentor. I learned everything that I do today from watching YouTube videos and trying things myself. We now live in a generation that we have access to so much knowledge that generations before us never had. I remember my parents telling me they had to go to the library and search through these binders just to find information. We can pull up anything in seconds on our phone. There is no reason and no excuse that you cannot learn new skills right now within the next 6 months. So watch lots of YouTube videos, listen to podcasts, have an open mind to learning, and you are about to learn so much within the next 6 months. And you already know I am dedicated to 100% free education. I try to be that one and all YouTube channel for you guys by not only sharing my story and knowledge and mindset videos just like this, but I am also dedicated to creating 100% free courses for you guys. And I have tons of videos you can dive right into on my YouTube channel when you're ready to start your entrepreneurship journey and learning lots of new skills and ways that you can make money online. So now that you have focused on getting your mindset right, you've taken a social media detox, you've prioritized your health, and you're open to learning. You're learning so many new things within the next 6 months. Now it is time to actually take action. And you may come back to this video a couple months from now after watching, and now you are ready to actually take action. Whether that be starting a side hustle, starting an online business, or just trying new things in general. You have to be willing to embrace change in your life. And you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the only way you're going to see growth in your life. But that is also why I focus on teaching you guys ways that you can start businesses and ways that you can start making money just from your phone with $0. I personally didn't have any money when I started, and I personally didn't have any money when I first started making money online. And seeing my parents work paycheck to paycheck my whole life growing up, I was always so afraid of losing money. That's why I found ways that you can start making money online without risking any substantial dollar amount. The only thing you're really risking is your time. But this is what's beautiful about that, is that even if something doesn't work out in your favor, things are never a failure, but they're always a lesson. I can't tell you how many times I've tried different things, and I cannot even tell you how many times I've tried different things, and the first thing that I tried totally didn't work out, but I learned something from that and I kept shifting to the next thing. And by me doing that, from the time I was 16 to now being 26 years old, I have been able to now accomplish what I've accomplished. I am now seeing financial abundance in my life because all the things that I learned, tried and failed, or tried but I still couldn't do them full time, all led up to where I am today. And I'm thankful that certain things didn't work out at those times because God had something way better for me in the works. But if I gave up and I stopped trying, I would have never got and would be where I am today. And not only unfollow, I'm not telling you to completely cut out social media, because social media is what has changed my life. We have access to people all around the world, and we're able to something of ourselves to social media, and it can turn into something really amazing. But you have to make sure you're using social media to your advantage and not letting it weigh you down. And not only do you need to do a social media detox electronically, but you need to look at who's in your circle around you and choose your friends wisely. I didn't have a whole lot of friends, especially in the time that I kind of cut myself off from the world at the lowest point in my life. I spent a lot of time alone, and I'm grateful for that. And I feel like if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be standing where I am now. It is true that you have to choose your friends wisely because it is true that bad company can corrupt good character. Even if you think you're strong and you're not gonna let somebody's negativity get to you, like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with them, but I'm not gonna let their negativity get to me. It'll be okay. Like, I'm used to them. I'm used to their habits. They're always drinking. They're always like, just always complaining about their life and this and that. But eventually, and without you knowing it, it does affect you. Think about when you put two fruits together. If one is moldy, the mold starts to eat away at the other fruit that's next to it. Even if they're not one fruit, they're just with it, next to it, the other fruit will start to get moldy. And it's so true with people as well. Stay around people that also have dreams and want to find purpose in their life. If you cannot find people that are positive and that are also reaching for the same things that you are reaching for, then just stay by yourself. And I know that might be hard, but remember that just remember that alone doesn't mean lonely. So as you are taking action and you're starting that online business that you've always wanted to start, or anything that you're choosing to do in your life, I hope that just know that I am here for you. And if you ever have a question or a comment, I do try to respond to all my YouTube comments on all of my YouTube videos. So I hope that I can definitely be assistant. So I really hope that my YouTube channel will be a great tool for you on your journey. When I was learning on YouTube, I had to go through so many different YouTube channels. And that's why when I started Batting Business YouTube channel, I wanted to create a channel that had everything in one for you guys. And that's why I love to contribute back into the educational space of YouTube. It is time to become unstoppable. We have free will in life, and it's up to you to make things happen. Remember that it's you versus you. I really hope these tips helped you today. And all of these and all of the tips that I talked about in this video are just from my own personal experience and knowledge. I'm so thankful every single day that I'm in the position that I'm in to not only share my story and knowledge, to not only be able to have a platform to share my story and knowledge on, but to be able to impact and even have been able to change some of you guys' lives as well. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can continue to make free courses and videos just like this. It's all I ask in exchange for the free education that people charge thousands of dollars for. Remember that any struggle that you are going through right now, God will make. Just remember that any struggle that you're going through right now is for a reason, and God is going to glorify that reason later on. You might not see it right away, you might not understand it, but that's kind of how life is. We're not always going to understand why we're in the situation we're in, but we have to be comfortable with where we are at right now and be ready to embrace change and, not be obsessed with trying to, make things work and like trying to hurry up and make all this money. That's why, you should never follow money in your life. It's very important to follow purpose and to follow like, why are you doing these things? Whether that be for your future family, whether that be for your family now, whether that be for yourself, you have to figure out what is the purpose behind why you want to better yourself in your life. And that's what will really keep you going, even on the days where you really don't feel like pushing through, or times that you feel like you're going to give up. Even myself, I almost gave up so many times. So take it from me, it's totally normal to have these thoughts. Me personally, my relationship with God has helped me so much with all of these things, as far as struggling with failure thoughts, struggling with unmotivation even. I pray through all of it, and it's honestly helped me personally so much. If you guys want more mindset videos just like this one, comment down below, and I love to get feedback from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in 6 months. Bye, you guys.